Hi Virgo, welcome to Higher Source Tarot for your June mid-month tarot check. This is for all Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And I want to thank everyone who's been watching the readings. It's just been awesome to co-create with you, and it is insane how the energy portal opens the more that I do these readings. I've been doing this for a long time, but I just don't do this number of readings necessarily. And in this way, because it's for such a broader group of people that I'm normally reading for. So it really, though, I can feel all of my senses really sharpening. I've always thought of myself as a clairvoyant, but you know, I do definitely have clairaudience and clairsentience. I have those too. And I'm beginning to wonder about the smells, because at times I'm even smelling cologne. So it's really kind of cool. So thank you for allowing me to open up and develop my gift in a way I didn't realize was possible. I do want to quickly tell you too, I read a comment where somebody said they felt like readers don't care about earth signs. And I'm generally impartial in terms of doing the readings. I just do it in order of the zodiac so I don't forget anyone. But I actually have a Virgo moon, and I have the closest people to me are Virgos. So I don't know where that comes from, but I love earth signs. I've actually got a Capricorn rising too, and I work with a few Taurians, however you want to say it. And that's probably one of my favorite signs just because they're so darn stable. They're really easy for me at least to work with because I'm an Aries. So I tend to start a bunch of projects and get super excited, and they sometimes can keep me a little more grounded. But I am organized like a Virgo, so I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot. So let us get some guidance here for Virgo. Guidance, please, for Virgo. Guidance for Virgo here. Thank you. Guidance, please, for Virgo. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, if you're new here, I do, for the mid-month and the monthlies, I do a Celtic cross. I do post videos every week, so if you want to subscribe, I'd love to have you. And if you don't want the notifications, just check back every week and you'll find me. Your current situation is the Star, and the immediate influence is the Wheel of Fortune. Your destiny here is the Knight of Pentacles. In the distant past, you've got the Three of Wands. More recent past, you have the Six of Pentacles. I'm getting this a lot lately, it feels like. You've got the Nine of Cups coming towards you. You are represented here by the Six of Swords. The person or the people you're dealing with is the Ten of Pentacles. You've got Temperance for your hopes and fears. And then in the outcome, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. Now, the bottom of the deck, you've got the Knight of Swords and the Lovers, okay? So, you've got there's strong money here for sure. Very strong earth energy. So, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, you have Gemini here, you have Sagittarius, and you have Aquarius. And then you also, with the Wheel of Fortune here, you got the fixed signs here. So, this is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, and Scorpio. Okay, the tapping helps me so I don't forget anyone. But really beautiful reading. I feel like you have been through a shitstorm at some point here because right now you've got the Star card, and the Star card appears after a crisis, and actually so does Temperance, and you have that too. You do have Gemini too, if I didn't say that earlier. Those are more of a clarifier, and so sometimes, let me just turn this so you can see it. There we go. So your immediate influence is the Star card, and that's all about renewal. It's about recharging yourself, okay? So this is where I feel like you've had something that's happened. You know, the Star in the order of the deck comes after the Tower. So it definitely is a time of wishing upon a star. Literally, it's about wish fulfillment and asking for what you want. And with the Wheel of Fortune, put it out there, because this is a hugely fortunate turn of events. When you have the Wheel of Fortune, it's a law of attraction card. It's about manifestation. It is truly a stroke of good luck. So, you know, one of the things that you can do, ask your guides, you know, and even in your environment, if you're seeing 444 a lot, that is a sign from the universe your angels and guides are with you. If you're finding White feathers on the ground. That's another sign. There, even for me, I keep finding dimes all over. I mean, I found 2 today. I don't, how strange. I keep finding these dimes. And so when I see that and it's something repetitive like that, I know the universe is trying to interact with me. So you're starting a new cycle with the Wheel of Fortune here. You're beginning a new cycle, and it's definitely, just looking at the cards overall, it is so beautiful, Virgo. You really have a beautiful new cycle starting. I think somebody's going to fall in love here. I feel like there's great stability with money, and there is some kind of a commitment here. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles as your destiny, and destiny involves free will, okay? It's not fate where you have no control over what's happening. And know that even with the tarot, I can tell you so many stories, and I won't because I get into tangents. You know that if you've been watching. I love to tell stories. But so many stories where readers have told someone, given someone a reading, and they said, God, I don't know what they're talking about. And they've come back later and said that happened. There was even one, I heard of a story not too long ago. There's 2 sisters that are readers, and they've written dozens of books, and they're twins. And they were interviewed, and one of them said, I gave my sister this reading, and she was trying to have a baby. I kept saying, you're going to get pregnant. You're going to have a baby. Well, it was her. She ended up getting pregnant herself. So the baby was coming, but it was her, and the sister ended up happy also. But you have here, with this, you've got guidance here. And so your destiny here is about moving steadily. It is about having commitment. This is, an energy that runs the distance, okay? Even though he's not moving very fast, he's slow and steady and methodical, okay? So there's definitely a commitment here, but there's also, I feel like, some new opportunities around money. So for some of you, you may have some kind of new inquiry where maybe you get a call that comes in that you don't recognize the number, and you answer it, and it's some kind of a headhunter who's looking for somebody. There's definitely an offer coming here your way. And it's, it's success is slow, but it's long term with this. So very nice. And thank you for allowing me that tangent too in there. In the distant past, you've got the 3 of Wands here. And this is, he's waiting for something. He's waiting, but he's also very relaxed. This is not stressed. This is not worried as much as it is about taking a look at the landscape, trying to figure out kind of where do I go next. It goes along, I feel like, pretty well with the 7 of Pentacles that you end up with here. You have here in the more recent past the 6 of Pentacles. So things may have come back into balance for you, where things just felt way out of alignment for a while and felt kind of like you were swimming against a current, and it was like, my gosh, this can't continue like this. I'm getting exhausted here. But you've got this nice balanced energy that comes in, and it's definitely a time where you're going to give and receive. I had something today. I was in a coffee shop, another quick story, where I found a dime, and I had a man in front of me, very lovely man, who said, to the woman, here, I'll pay with this $20, and then whatever she wants, give it to her, and then you keep the rest. And I said to him, why don't we give it all to her? And he agreed, and he said, well, that's your decision, but I like that idea too. So we gave this woman a pretty generous tip. But I recognize that when that happened, because I generally like to, when things are offered, I feel like it's sort of a universal principle to take them, but I intentionally communicated with the universe and said, thank you for bringing that in, and thank you for letting us bless this other woman who, it's in a downtown area that was hit by a lot of damage, and their shop is open, but I mean, who knows? She probably hasn't been working. So allow that in. If somebody wants to give you something, take it. Or if you don't want it because you don't need it, give it to somebody else. And you'll find your abundance just grows and grows, and hopefully it'll be more than a dime than I found, but I didn't need it. So anyway, you do have abundance coming in though, and you have it twice here. You've got the Star, and then you have the 9 of Cups, both wish fulfillment. So for those of you that are wanting love, you've got it coming in. I don't necessarily feel like, even though I feel like you've been through some things here, I don't feel like it's necessarily the return of somebody. It certainly could be a new love or someone you're just meeting, but this is definitely reciprocity. I feel like you're going to be very proud to be seen with this person and vice versa. You make a very nice looking couple. And there's a lot of similarities and things that you like to do. So for somebody, I'm seeing like an outdoor concert. That may take a while, or some kind of outdoor event. It's not huge, but there's something like that where it's a group of people spaced out, but there's some kind of a performance or something. I don't know. I just got comedian. I don't know why I got that, but could make sense to somebody, so I give it to you. You have here the Six of Swords representing you guys, Virgo. And with this, you have, moving on. You're moving forward, and in a way that is going to really give you peace. Okay, I think you're moving away, like I said, from some kind of emotional disturbance that occurred and moving on to calmer waters. This can also be about, travel too, so it's possible for some of you that you could be planning a short trip or even like something to the beach or somewhere like that where it's just going to be, or even a day out on a boat. I just got that for somebody where this is literally a boat, but this can be a travel card. The person around you and the influence around you, you've got the wealth card, the 10 of Pentacles, and this is wealth for everyone. It is a new cycle beginning. Okay, so if you've had issues with money or dating people who haven't been financially stable, that is going to be closed, and there's somebody new coming in that's very financially stable, and they're a great match for you. They really are. You've got, because you have it several times. Besides just wish fulfillment, you've got balance here. The scales of balance show up, and it's about time. I feel like for some of you, it's like, what in the world? Did I do something in a past life? Can I get into my Akashic records and figure out where the hell this is coming from? And you still can do that if you want, but this is really a beautiful new beginning for somebody here. And your hopes, and this can also be fears, but I think for you it's more about hopes, Sagittarius energy with Temperance. Very balanced, let it go, let it flow kind of energy, okay? Sometimes this can be about self-control, but I feel like in your case, it's more about releasing the past, releasing things that hurt you, and not letting it bind you. It's a beautiful card with this, angel with the two goblets, and, he's barefoot, he's very comfortable, he's got 1 foot on land and 1 foot in the water. And so I feel like with you, the main thing with this, I'm getting the phrase all in. And it's possible this other person will say that to you. I'm all in. So I would be interested if somebody gets that phrase. I'd be interested to hear that because I definitely heard it loud and clear. And by the way, when you have clairaudience, it's like you don't actually hear it through your ears. You hear it in your brain. So for some of you, if you're readers, you might know what I'm talking about. It's an interesting gift to have. But yeah, they're all in. So for some of you, you're kind of waiting and you're looking at things and surveying and assessing and wondering what's next for me. And you've got a beautiful start here with somebody. Again, there is financial stability in terms of work and financial life. You've got stability here. Sevens are about movement in the tarot, and in this case, they're about victory and success. Jesus, I've done that twice today. 8s are about movement, in case you're wondering. 7s are about victory and success. In this case, you're looking at your pentacles and knowing that what you've planted, you can harvest. The things that you've put out there are coming back to you, and they're beautiful. So you have the Lovers here with the Knight of Swords. And so these are clarifiers on the outcome, and I do feel like it's really about a soulmate connection. And there is sort of this Knight of Swords. I feel like he's involved with this more because of kind of this protective, wanting to protect maybe your heart or protect the relationship, but there's going to be a protective energy that comes through with this. Just trust me on that. But it's definitely related, and it feels like someone very protective, but not jealous, not in an unhealthy way, not in a way that's like smothering. It's more of, it really feels kind of respectful, protective of it and wanting to nurture it, wanting to see it grow with that Seven of Pentacles, wanting to really build something beautiful here with you. So for those of you that are looking to attract more love in your life, focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. Okay, even somebody that annoys you, look at their good traits, their positive aspects, and you'll see more of them. This is Abraham Hicks, asking is given. We'll close with this. Only I know what is appropriate for me. When you remember that everyone who asks is given, then how wonderful and appropriate it is for you to make the choices for you. For the universe operates much more efficiently without a middleman interceding on your behalf. You always know in the moment what is best for you. Yeah, that's true. We can't have anyone else build our reality for us. We create our own reality. If I can see it in my mind, I can have it in my reality. So beautiful reading for you guys. I love you so much, Virgo, and I'll be back again soon.